29 years of Universityhood, sustaining leadership and relevance in teacher education in the new normal. I am Professor Cyrene Capistrano Osenia, your Master of Ceremony for today's celebration. To formally start our momentous program this morning, may I request everyone to please rise for the tribute to our heroes by singing a Philippine national anthem, and let us be one in mind, body, and spirit as we praise and thanks to Almighty God for all the graces and blessings through eduxology.
No, ready lang. Iba-iba yung ready.
That I am and all that I have, I lay them down before you, oh Lord, and all my regrets and all my acclaim, the joy and the pain, I'm making them yours.
Things in the past, things yet unseen, wishes and dreams that are yet to come true. All of my hopes, all of my plans, my heart and my hands are lifted to you.
Everything I past, things yet unseen, wishes and dreams that are yet to come true. All of my hopes and all of my plans, my heart and my hands are lifted to you. Lord, I offer my life to you, everything I've been through. Use it for your glory, and Lord, I offer my days to you, lifting my praise to you as a pleasing sacrifice. Lord, I offer you my, Lord, I offer my life to you, everything I've been through. Use it for your glory, and Lord, I offer my days to you, lifting my praise to you as a pleasing sacrifice. Lord, I offer you my life. Lord, I offer you my life.
At this juncture, once again, good morning to everyone. At this juncture, let us hear the welcome message of our energetic and very own Executive Director of Dr. Ruel V. Avila. Let us give him a warm round of applause.
Thank you, Professor Siren, our master of the ceremonies.
Welcome, sir.
Basically, everybody knows that school is any place where people learn. When we can call a college a school, and we can call a university a school. We can use the word school for kindergarten, elementary, secondary, tertiary, and graduate or postgraduate levels. PNU system officials led by President Dr. Bert J. Tuga, Dr. Rodrigo D. Abenes, the Dean for Academics and TLE, Engineer Dandy B. Suryo, the OIC Director for Finance and Administration, members of the faculty, administrative staff, students led by Honorable Martina Maria Angela P. Gasa, under the supervision of the Office of Student Services Director, Dr. Amor F. Lunisa. Viewers of PNU SL YouTube channel, internal and external stakeholders, good morning. A college follows after high school. So a college is not a high school, except in the case of laboratory high school under a college program. A two-year college offers an associate's degree as well as certificates. A four-year college offers a bachelor's degree. Programs that offer these degrees are called undergraduate schools. A university, on the other hand, is a group of schools for studies after secondary school. At least one of these schools is a college, where students receive a bachelor's degree. The other schools in a university are graduate, also known as postgraduate schools, where students receive advanced degrees. Therefore, a university offers both the bachelor's degree and graduate degrees such as the master's and doctorate. PNU is the only specialized teacher education university in the country. And it started as Philippine Normal School on September 1, 1901, through Act of Philippine Constitution as the first institution of higher learning organized during the American regime. PNS was converted into the Philippine Normal College on June 18, 1949. It became a full-fledged university on December 26, 1991, under Republic Act 7168. On June 30, 2009, Republic Act number 9647 designates PNU as the country's national center for teacher education to provide technical support to the DepEd in the CHED, to build and develop a database of education policies to serve as a resource to the country's policy makers, to conduct researches, case studies, and other appropriate methodologies to enhance curriculum and training designs for teachers, and provide assistance to legislators in the design and analysis of legislative proposals concerning teacher training, teacher education, continuing professional education of teachers and academic supervisors, teacher education curricula, and other issues affecting teacher education. Since our institution's universityhood occurred on December 26, 1991, which was obviously a part of Christmas break, and the first week of January was a preparation week for this celebration. We used to celebrate it during the second week of January. I mean, at PNU Lopez, we once named it University Week, for we allotted 5 days of academic, cultural, and athletic competitions. The week was reduced to a day, and we compressed all the activities in one single day. Our celebration of this year's University Day is notable, for we continue to sustain leadership and relevance in teacher education in the new normal. Our celebration today is started with a Thanksgiving Mass, which precedes the program proper, where it is highlighted by the awarding of the certificates and gifts and recognition of the faculty and administrative staff as top performers and previous leaders. Students have organized and engaged themselves in various competitions. We are even honored today by the virtual presence of our University President, Dr. Bert Jasmine Tuga, and our guest speaker, Attorney Ryan ESTEVEZ. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our University Convocation with its theme, 29 Years of Universityhood, Sustaining Leadership and Relevance in Teacher Education in the New Normal. This is our home, the home of Lukad Pedagogy, ang lunduyan ng edukasyong pang-teknolohiya at pang-kabuhayan. Magandang umaga sa lahat.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ruel V. Avila, for the warmest welcome. And now, for us to be inspired this morning, let us welcome our vibrant University President, Dr. Bert Jasmine Tuga. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
Thank you very much, Professor Osenia. To our campus officials, led by Dr. Ruel Avila, our Executive Director and Provost. To our former Campus Executive Director and Provost of PNU South Luzon, Dr. Marites Jeronimo. The Dean for Academics, Dr. Rodrigo Abenes. The Officer in Charge of the Office of the Director for Finance and Admin, Mr. Dandy Suryo. Other campus officials, members of the faculty and admin employees, students, alumni, and friends of the university watching via YouTube, a pleasant morning to all of you. Happy 29th Universityhood celebration. The humble beginnings of PNU as a university can be traced back to the enactment of Republic Act 7168, which mandated the university to provide professional and special instruction for special purposes and to promote research, extension, advanced studies, and progressive leadership in education and related fields. It is also the same legislation that tasked the university to offer undergraduate and graduate programs in the fields of education and other degree courses necessary to carry out our mandate. 29 years later, PNU continues to lead and strengthen its mandate as a university, and now, by virtue of Republic Act 9647, which institutionalized the university as the National Center for Teacher Education. PNU is expected to provide technical support to the Department of Education and the Commission on Higher Education in mapping out education curricula, policies, and recommendations on teacher training and teacher education, as well as programs and projects for continuing professional education of teachers and academic supervisors. And as directed by Congress, PNU's responsibility is to provide assistance to our legislators in the creation and analysis of legislative proposals concerning the country's educational system. In line with that, the university is also tasked to collate all information and policies regarding education and develop a database that will serve as a source for the country's policymakers in as far as education is concerned. In this way, it is also the duty of PNU to conduct and manage research, case studies, and other methodologies to enhance the curriculum and design materials for educators. My fellow PNUans, the task of Inang Pamantasan is huge, and its role in the development of teacher education in the country is crucial. And as members of the PNU community, it is our duty and obligation to ensure that PNU can and will effectively and excellently perform the responsibilities expected of us. And it is our mission to safeguard and fortify the quality teacher education in the country and collaborative work today as frontliner workers in the field of education will be a necessary tool in instructing or structuring the nation and our identity as Filipinos. As we celebrate this month, let us be guided by our theme, Sustaining Leadership and Relevance in Teacher Education in the New Normal. Now, we look at the pandemic as an opportunity, a turning point for our university to innovate, to evolve, and to lead in the changing context of education and teacher education. For PNU South Luzon, continue to serve and to lead in the region. We are proud of what you have accomplished, and we recognize your continuing efforts to adapt and adjust in the new normal. The challenge now is sustainability and continuing relevance in education. I am confident that you will continue to thrive despite all the challenges and the limitations. Thank you for inviting me today. Once again, good morning and happy Universityhood celebration.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bert J. Tuga, for a very remarkable and inspiring message. Again, we will continue serving with an optimistic mission and vision, as you have mentioned. And now, to be familiar to our guest speaker for today's celebration, Let us witness the introductory message of our Dean for Academics and TLE, Dr. Rodrigo D. Abenes.
Morning. We are very fortunate that we have the UniFAST OIC Executive Director, Attorney Ryan L. ESTEVEZ, as our guest speaker in our university convocation. Prior to his designation as the OIC Executive Director, Attorney Ryan ESTEVEZ served as the Undersecretary of the Presidential Legislative Liaison Office in the House of Representatives. Attorney ESTEVEZ entered government service as legislative staff of former Senate President Aquilino Nene Pimentel Jr. after passing the bar exam in 2017. When Senator Pimentel's term ended, he worked in the House of Representatives under Bagong Henerasyon Party List Representative Bernadette Herrera D. He also became the Chief Political Officer of former Senate President Aquilino Coco Pimentel in 2016. President Rodrigo Roa Duterte appointed Attorney ESTEVEZ as the Undersecretary of the PLLO on January 6, 2017. As Undersecretary for PLLO, he assisted the PLO Secretary in promoting presidential initiatives and acted as conduit between the Office of the President and the individual members of Congress, non-government organizations, and other cooperative interest groups supported by the President. He assisted in drafting of bills and resolutions to ensure that policies and bills are consonant with the legislative agenda of the President or the administration. He left the PLLO on June 2, 2020 to join the UniFAST. Prior to joining the government, he taught music, religious education, humanities, and law courses in public and private higher educational institutions. He also gave lecture and served as an advisor on mandatory continuing legal education to various civic and non-government organizations. He finished his Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy at the Rogacious Seminary College, Adamson University. Bachelors of Law at the University of Santo Tomas Legazpi Incorporated. Masters of Arts in Religion Education at the Ateneo de Manila University, and Master of Arts in Public Policy at the National Graduate Research Institute for Policy Studies in Tokyo, Japan. Attorney ESTEVEZ is also appointed as the new Deputy Executive Director of CHED, but is presently dedicating himself as the OIC ED of the UniFAST Secretariat, which supports the UniFAST Board carrying out its functions under Republic Act 10687, otherwise known as the UniFAST Act, and in implementing student financial assistance programs under RA 10931 or the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Attorney Ryan L. ESTEVEZ.
Thank you, Dr. Rodrigo Abenes, for that introduction. May I first greet everyone a good morning. To those who are present here today, my sincere greetings of peace, love, and gratitude to the officials, faculty, and staff of the Philippine Normal University, South Luzon, in making me a part of your celebration of the 29th year in becoming a university. I consider it an honor having been invited to be with all of you in this celebration, particularly the Executive Director and Provost, Dr. Roel Avila, University President, Dr. Bert Tuga, and the Dean for Academics and Technological Livelihood Education, my good friend, Dr. Rodrigo Abenes. This is my first invitation to speak on such celebration since I joined UniFAST and the Commission on Higher Education. When the Philippine Normal University was founded as the Philippine Normal School in 1901, it was already recognized as the first higher institute of learning during that time. 5 decades after, it was renamed the Philippine Normal College before becoming a state university 29 years ago, with PNU in the municipality of Lopez in Quezon Province being born as its 4th campus. Now, PNU has evolved to be known as the National Center for Teacher Education, pursuant to Republic Act 9647 when the government recognized your capability to provide continuing professional training and development to all Filipino teachers and academic supervisors, as well as providing technical support for our policymakers and lawmakers, including the programs and projects of the Department of Education and then the Commission on Higher Education, or to any government agency that would all contribute into raising the standards of teacher education and curricula. For anyone who aspires to be a teacher like me, the name of PNU would always come to mind as the university that can offer a student the best education and training in the teaching and academic profession, and in education policy research and development. PNU has that kind of prestige and reputation in the field of teacher education. The celebration of PNU's 29th years of Universityhood carries the theme, Sustaining Leadership and Relevance in Teacher Education in the New Normal. We keep striving to sustain our operations so we may still deliver our mandate and serve our stakeholders during this pandemic. I saw in our program for today's celebration that we would be recognizing the top performers among PNU South Luzon's faculty and staff, including the awarding of those who have been in service for more than 10 years and above. To our state university officials and faculty, you are our important partners in institutionalizing the exemplary programs of access and quality education. You provide the leverage that our students need as they continue to hone the skills and professional competence in acquiring a degree in education. PNU already has 29 years to boast of in being a state university and as a national center for teacher education. We at UniFAST, as a very young agency, has just marked 5 years since its creation in 2015. But the UniFAST board and the Commission on Higher Education, under the capable leadership of our chairperson, Prospero de Vera III, have been working side by side with PNU to provide the benefits of the programs under Republic Act 10931 or the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Law, which is a landmark social legislation of this administration signed by President Rodrigo Roa Duterte in 2017. RA 10931 brought about a myriad of opportunities for students, their families, communities, and the nation to attain and reach their dreams. In the last academic year, PNU has more than 3,600 beneficiaries of free higher education, which is a major component of RA 10931 that exempts students enrolled in public higher education institutions from paying tuition and 13 other school fees. This number of FHC beneficiaries in PNU has increased to more than 5,000 in the first semester of academic year 2020-2021. The same with the Tertiary Education Subsidy Program, which is another landmark program of the national government in giving financial assistance to our disadvantaged students. We have about 90 test grantees in PNU in academic year 2019-2020. This number has almost doubled to 162 TES grantees overall in PNU, with 31 identified grantees from South Luzon campus in our ongoing validation and verification process for academic year 2020-2021. Let me briefly tell you about the huge success of the virtual launch of the Land Bank TES card we held recently with our Land Bank partner. This is one of the modalities we are implementing for TES to help ease the burden of our TES beneficiaries in receiving their financial assistance amidst the restrictions of COVID-19. The same with UPNU, we continue to make ways to be responsive to the educational needs of the society by enhancing our curricular programs, our teacher trainings, and upgrading our services and facilities university-wide for our country's teachers. Congratulations once again to the university officials, faculty, and staff that will be duly recognized in today's convocation. Also to the proud alumni of PNU, As you pursue your journey through life, may you continue to pass on to our Filipino students the excellent education you have acquired. Ang lahat ng ito ay para sa bayan. Mabuhay tayong lahat at magandang umaga.
Thank you very much, Attorney Ryan L. Esteves, for a very informative message that will motivate us to uplift
Director
holistically and functionally.
as our guest speaker in our university convocation. Prior to
And now, let's have this opportunity for us to have an documentation together with our President, Bert J. Tuga. So may I request everyone to please turn on your camera and wear your best smile for the documentation during this university convocation. Mr. Hagusohos, please assist us in this documentation.
President Bert informed me that
Ready
he has
po.
left the room already to attend the convocation of PNU.
Again, may we request to please open your camera for documentation purposes.
Okay, ready. 1, 2, 3, smile. Another one. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. Thank you po.
Thank you very much. And now, finally, the most awaiting moment is very much approaching. Let's move to our next itinerary. I have the honor to present to you the service recognition of faculty and staff. Let's have first one for the Loyalty Award for the staff in the person of Mr. Micaelo Wenceslao I. Manias for 15 years in service here in Philippine Normal University, South Luzon. Let us give him a warm round of applause. And now let us proceed to the service recognition of faculty and staff who rendered services within 10 years and above as of January 2021. They demonstrated professionalism, leadership, character, and consistent exemplary performance during the entire service. Let's give them a round of applause as I mention their name. Dr. Rodante P. Avila. He served in our university for 12 consecutive years. Dr. Amor F. Lunisa. She served in our university for 17 years. Mr. Ariel L. Magsisi. He served in our university for 17 years. Dr. Lucila S. Iscleto. She served in our university for 18 years. Dr. Noli M. De Ramos. He served in our university for 19 years. Mr. Dandy V. Suryo. He served in our university for 23 years. Dr. Edgardo S. Villaseñor. He served in our university for 27 years. And now, our current Executive Director, Dr. Ruel V. Avila. He served in our university for 27 years. Congratulations once again for your invaluable service towards the university all the time. At this moment, Once again, congratulations to everyone. At this moment, let us have the top performing faculty and staff. Based on the evaluation, they ranked due to the excellent performance demonstrated with an unselfish attitude and passionate commitment. For the top 5 faculty for this university convocation, let's have Dr. Ruel V. Avila, Professor Carmela O. Capansana, Dr. Rodante P. Avila, and Dr. Lucila S. Iscleto. Congratulations to the top 5 performing faculty. And now let us proceed to the top performing staff. Let's have Mrs. Marijoy O. Mahares, Mrs. Presi Irrecomendable, and Mr. Lemuel V. Dogmidon. Once again, congratulations to the top performing faculty and staff. And now, let us have the recognition for the former administration of Philippine Normal University South Luzon. Dr. Marites C. Geronimo, former Executive Director and Provost. Allow me to read the content of the certificate. Philippine Normal University South Luzon, the National Center for Teacher Education, the Technology and Livelihood Education Hub, Lopez, Quezon. This certificate of recognition is hereby given to Dr. Marites C. Geronimo for her highly esteemed contribution as a former Executive Director and Provost of Philippine Normal University South Luzon. Given this 27th day of January 2021 during the 29th Universityhood celebration of Philippine Normal University live at Philippine Normal University South Luzon YouTube channel through Zoom app. Signed, Ruel V. Avila, EDD, PhD, Executive Director and Provost, PNU South Luzon. Once again, congratulations, Dr. Marites C. Geronimo. And now, let's have the second awardee, Dr. Agnes S. Reyes. Okay, so let's have the content of the certificate. Philippine Normal University South Luzon, the National Center for Teacher Education, Technology and Livelihood Education Hub, Lopez, Quezon. This certificate of recognition is given to Dr. Agnes S. Reyes for her highly esteemed contribution as a former Dean for Academics and TLE of Philippine Normal University South Luzon, academic year 2016-2020. Given this 27th day of January 2021 during the 29th University celebration of Philippine Normal University live at the PNU South Luzon YouTube channel through app. Signed, Ruel V. Avila, EDD, PhD, Executive Director and Provost, PNU South Luzon. And now, let's have our third awardee. Dr. Niset M. Ganal. This certification of recognition is given to Dr. Niset M. Ganal for her highly esteemed contributions as a former Director for Finance and Administration of Philippine Normal University, South Luzon, academic year 2016 to 2017. Given this 27th day of January, during the 29th Universityhood celebration of Philippine Normal University Live at PNU South Luzon YouTube channel through UniFAST. Signed, Dr. Roel V. Avila, Executive Director and Provost, PNU South Luzon. And now, let's have the fourth one, Dr. Edgardo S. Villaseñor. This certificate of recognition is given to Dr. Edgardo S. Villaseñor for his highly esteemed contribution as a former Director of PNU Lopez, academic year 2010 to 2013, and former Executive Director and Provost, academic year 2013 to 2016 at Philippine Normal University, South Luzon. And now let's have Dr. Roel V. Avila. This certificate of recognition is given to Dr. Roel V. Avila for his highly esteemed contributions as a former head for academic year 2010-2013, and Dean for Academics and TLE, academic year 2013-2015 of Philippine Normal University, South Luzon. And let's have the next one, Professor Necitas S. de los Santos. This certificate of recognition is given to Professor Necitas R. de los Santos for his highly esteemed contribution as former head for planning, research, and extension, academic year 2010 to 2013 of Philippine Normal University, Lopez. And let's have the next one, Professor Reynald M. Cacho. This certificate of recognition is given to Professor Reynald M. Cacho for his highly skilled contribution as a former OIC research, extension, and advancement academic year 2013-2016 of Philippine Normal University, South Luzon. And now, let's have our very own Dr. Rodante P. Avila. This certificate of recognition is given to Dr. Rodante P. Avila for his highly esteemed contribution as a former OIC for planning, development, and quality assurance, academic year 2013-2016 of Philippine Normal University, South Luzon. Again, congratulations to everyone. Indeed, I believe that the secrets behind those recognitions are the involved service and dedication with commitment, shared ideas, and wisdom that guide to us to the right path. Congratulations once again. To formally close the university convocation, let's have a closing remarks spearheaded by Professor Iona Ofelia B. Zanoria, our Faculty Union President.
The University President, Dr. Bert Jasmine Tuga. To the Executive Director and Provost, Dr. Roel V. Avila. To the Dean for Academics and TLE, Dr. Rodrigo D. Abenes. To the OIC Director for Finance and Administration, Engineer Dan D. V. Suryo. To the university and campus officials, faculty members, staff, alumni, students, and other stakeholders of the university, and most especially to our respective guest, Attorney Ryan ESTEVEZ, the OIC Executive Director of TEST UniFAST of the Commission on Higher Education. Good morning. We have now come to the end of the university convocation, and I am grateful for your precious time that you have shared with us as we celebrate the 29th year of Universityhood of Philippine Normal University. It is a momentous event for us to take pride that we are doing our part being the National Center for Teacher Education. Before we end this program, let me read to you Joshua 1:9 in New Living Translation. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord God is with you wherever you go. We have gone so far, and there are more paths for us to take and challenges for us to overcome. As long as we are together, doing our mission towards our vision, let us remember that God is with us, and surely we will still be celebrating more anniversaries like this. Muli po, marami pong salamat sa inyong pagdalo at pagpalain tayong lahat. And happy University Day sa ating lahat. Congratulations din po sa mga awardees, and God bless you.
Naka-off ang mic mo, Ma'am Cyrene.
Thank you very much, Professor Iona, for these closing remarks. May we request to please remain in our Zoom for our mass program this morning. So that would be all. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you very much. Maraming salamat po sa lahat.
Thank you, Ma'am Agnes.
Thank you po, Ma'am Agnes.
Thank you po,
See you
Ma'am.
Yes.
Thank
you.
Congrats po, Ma'am Tess, Ma'am Agnes,
Ma'am Tess.
Brenda, ay Mama.
Nice to see you all here. Nice to see you all here.
Congrats po. Sana malapit matapos
thank
ng
you.
pandemic para makita-kita tayo ulit.
Oo nga, ma'am.
Andiyan na daw po si Father. Mag-start na rin po tayo ng Mass.
Kumunang pasalamatan si Miss Maricin de los Santos, ang anak ni Professor Nisitas de los Santos, sa kanyang presensya. Salamat na...
Thank you po, Ate Mayin.
Thank you po.
Salamat po, Ma'am Tess, Ma'am Agnes, Ma'am Ganal, sa inyong presensya.
Thank you din po, Sir Ruel.
Initiative po ito ng Faculty Union at Personal
Thank you po. Thank you po sa pagtitiwala.
Tawag tayo ng mga pamilya ng Diyos, patawarin tayo sa ating mga kasalanan, patubayan tayo sa buhay na walang hanggan. Panginoon, kawan kami. Kristo, kawan kami. Panginoon, kawan kami. Panalangin tayo. Ama namin makapangyarihan, itaguyod mo ang aming hinanungpanan, at nagsunod sa iyong kalooban upang sa harang anak ng mahal kami maging marapat magkaroon ng karagdagan sa aming paggawa ng mga kabutihan sa pamamagitan ng Kristo kasama ng Espiritu Santo magpagkakalan. Mga tayo para sa
Unang pagbasa. Pagbasa mula sa sulat ng mga ito. Bawat saserdote ay nagtitipod at tagahandog na iyon at iyon ding mga hari. Subalit hindi makapapawi ng kasalanan ang mga hari iyon. Ngunit si Kristo ay minsan lamang naghandog dahil sa mga kasalanan. At ito'y sa pagkilan. Pagkatapos, lumuklok siya sa kanyang at naghintay siya doon hanggang sa lubusang pasok sa kanya ng Diyos at kanyang mga tao. Sa pagkatuwid, sa pamamagitan ng isa lamang paghahandog, ay kanyang pinapaging banal pagpakailanman ang mga nililinis niya. Ang Espiritu Santo ay nagpapatuloy sa ating pagkakas. Unay, sinabi niya, ito ang aking magiging tipan sa kanya. Pagdating ng mga araw na iyon, sabi ng Panginoon, iuukit ko sa kanilang puso ang aking mga utos, at itatanim ko ang mga ito sa kanilang mga isip. At kanya rin sinabi pagkatapos, hindi ko na aalalahanin pa ang kanilang mga kasalanan at mga kasamaan. Sapagkat ipinatawad na ang mga kasalanan, hindi na kailangan pang maghandog dahil sa kasalanan. Ang salita ng Diyos. Salmong tutunan, ikay paring walang hanggan, katulad ni ESTEVEZ. Ikay paring walang hanggan, katulad ni ESTEVEZ. Sinabi ng Panginoon, sa hari ko Panginoon, maupo ka sa kanan hanggang ang kaaway mo ay lubos na mapasuko pagkat iyong matatalo. Tugon. Kaya paring walang hanggan, katulad ni ESTEVEZ. Magmula sa dakong Siyon ay palalawagin niya ang lupang iyong sako at lahat ng kaaway mo ay sakupin at pagharian. Gayon ang kanyang tugon. Ikay paring walang hanggan, katulad ni ESTEVEZ. Sasamahan ka nagmadla. Kung dumating ang panahon, lusubin ka ng kaaway. Magmula sa mga bundok, lalabas at sasamahan ka ng mga kabataan. Tugon. Kay paring walang hanggan. Panginoon may pangako na ito'y mangyayari. Ganito ang kanyang saysay. Katulad ni Melchizedek, gagawa kang saserdote na hindi na wawakas. Tugon. Katulad ni Melchizedek.
Subayin niyo ang Panginoon, ang mabuting balita ng Panginoon ayon kay San Marcos. Nang panahong iyon ay muling nagturo sa Jesus sa tabi ng tawa ng Galilea. Pinagkalipunan siya ng napakaraming tao kaya nagulan siya sa isang bangka na nasa tubig at doon ay naupo. Ang karamihan naman ay nasa dalampasigan na nasa gilid ng tubig. At sila ay tinuruan niya ng maraming bagay sa pamamagitan ng kalinhagan. Ganito ang sabi niya, pakinggan. May isang magsasaka na lumabas upang mag-isip at sa kanyang pag-isip ay may bibig na naragdag sa mga dumating ang mga ibon at lupa. May bibig na maglagdag sa kabubuhan. Kaya sinibon ang mayon kapag pagkakantis lamang ang lupa at subalit ang hindi ang sikat ng araw na nalantaran sa iyo ang mga bibig mo palibot sa iyo ng araw. May hindi naman nalulag sa dawakan, lumago ang mga dawang at ibilis ang mga bibig mo, kaya hindi napamungo. At may hindi na naglag sa matapang lupa at bibig mo, mukhang bago at buhay sa mahina. May buhay ng itatulong ilaanin ako at ang mundo. At sinabi pa na Jesus na may pandinig ay mabuting balita ng Panginoon.
Puri ka namin, Panginoong Kristo.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ang ating pong parokya ay nakikisa sa araw na ito ng inyong pagdiriwang ng University Day. Tayo ay nagpapasalamat sa Diyos kasi kahit sa panahon ng pandemya ay nagkaroon tayo ng pagkakataon na makapagdiwang ng banal na misa. At tamang-tama itong ating ebanghelyo ngayong umaga. Dahil tigit sa mga katulad ninyo na ang misyon ay magturo at mag-share ng inyong mga kaalaman sa mga estudyante. Itong ating pagbasa ay tungkol sa isang maghahasik at ang maghahasik na ito ay nagsabay ng mga bibig at sabi dito sa ating pagbasa, mayroong mga napapunta ng mga bibig sa tabi ng daan at yung iba naman ay sa batuhan, yung iba naman ay sa dawagan, at yung iba naman ay sa mabuting lupa. Ang naghasik ay sumisimbolo sa ating Panginoong Jesus. Yung namang mga bibig na inihasik sa mga lupa ay sumisimbolo sa salita ng Diyos. At yung apat na klase ng lupa, yung lupa sa tabi ng daan, sa kabatuhan, sa dawagan, at mabuting lupa, ay sumisimbolo sa apat na klase ng tao na tumanggap ng salita ng Diyos. Nabanggit ko sa inyo kanina na tamang-tama itong inyong profesyon, yung pagtuturo. Kasi kayo pong lahat ay naghahanda ng leksyon. At kayo ay, ang layunin ninyo ay maibahagi yung kaalaman. Maganda yung inyong naihanda na leksyon, halimbawa, kayo nagkaroon ng leksyon, maganda yung mga leksyon na ihanda ninyo. Kaya lang, kapag kayo ay nagtuturo na, kahit maganda yung inyong inihandang aralin, nakadepende pa rin dun sa mga estudyante na tatanggap dun sa inyong inihandang aralin. Meron tayong apat na klase ng lupa. Yung una, sinasabi dito yung lupa sa tabi ng daan. Inihasik yung salita ng Diyos, kaya lang ay naglig na wala kasi tinuka ng mga ibon. Ito ay sumisimbolo doon sa mga tao na nakinig na salita ng Diyos, kaya lang hindi masyadong interesado. Nakinig sila pero parang hindi naman napatanim sa isip at sa puso. Makalipas ang ilang panahon, limot nila yung aral ng Jesus. Kasi hindi sila masyadong interesado. Parang natuka agad ng ibon na wala agad yung aral ng Jesus. Meron din kayo, minsan magtuturo kayo, mayroong mga bata na nakikinig sa inyo, parang nakatingin naman sa inyo. Yung pala, kahit nakatingin sa inyo, ikaw pa lang iniisip. Oo, di nakinig yung lecture ninyo, pumasok sa tenga, parang lumabas pa dito. Kaya wala po siyang na-retain. Walang na-retain, wala siyang natandaan, daging nawala yung kanya nakinig. Kasi hindi siya masyadong interesado. Same po yung unang klase ng lupa. Yung ikalawang klase ng lupa, ito yung mga taong nakinig na salita ng Diyos, kaya lang, bagamat ito yung napatanim sa kanilang isip at puso, mababaw lang, at nang sumikat ng araw, dahil nga ito ay mababaw na pagkakatanim, madaling natuyo ito mga parinig na ito dahil sa sikat ng araw. So parang yung salita ng Diyos na dumating sa atin, bagamat napalagay sa ating isip at puso, hindi masyadong malalim ang pagkakatanim. Kaya nang dumating na yung mga pagsubok sa buhay, ay parang nagling nawala itong mensahe ng Diyos sa atin na natalo ng mga pagsubok sa buhay at hindi na rin na namunga ang salita ng Diyos sa atin. Nawala na rin kasi parang pinatay siya ng mga pagsubok sa buhay. Ngayong panahon ng pandemya at kung nakalipas sa panahon, ang kadami-dami pagsubok na ating dinanas at ang salita ng Diyos ay napalagay sa delikado para maraming mga taong nawalan ng pag-asa. Yung salita ng Diyos na nasa kanilang puso ay parang namatay, nawala na ng saysay sa kanilang buhay kasi sa dami ng pagsubok, parang pinatay ng pagsubok ang salita ng Diyos at ang mensahe. Meron din kayo estudyante. Napapasok sa eskwelahan, pero sa kanyang pakikinig sa inyong leksyon, meron siyang dinadalang pagsubok sa buhay, maaaring problema sa bahay, problema sa personal na buhay, nakikinig sa inyo, pero yung napakinggan niya na leksyon sa inyo, hindi na rin niya ma-retain kasi nga ang dami niya mga pagsubok sa buhay. Minsan may financial problems, minsan may personal problems, minsan may family problems, ang dami problema bukod pa dun sa panahon na ito ng pandemya. Natatalo din yung inyong in-impart na knowledge o katuruan para hindi na rin pumasok sa isip na kasi ang dami na problema sa buhay. Parang gano'n. So, nakikita natin yan. Ikatlong klase ng lupa ay yung lupa sa dawagan. Mga taong tumangkap ng salita ng Diyos. Napakinggan naman nila, napalagay sa isip at sa puso. Kaya lang, nung dumating na itong mga material values, mga alalahaning, pangdaigdig, katulad ng kasayahan ng daigdig na ito, ng tungkol sa pera, tungkol sa kapangyarihan, yung salita ng Diyos sa kanya natalo na rin ng material na mga bagay at alalahanin. Mas pinagtutunan ng pansin yung mga bagay na magpapasaya sa kanya at magpapadami ng kanyang mga material possessions. Dahilan para hindi na rin mamunga sa kanyang salita ng Diyos. Kaya minsan kahit araw ng linggo, meron mga taong ang iniisip pa rin tungkol sa pera, hindi na sila makasimba. So kaya yung Lunes, hanggang Sabado nasa trabaho, tapos yung linggo nasa trabaho pa rin, yung linggo ay dapat sa Diyos. Ay hindi na maibigay kasi nasa isip pa rin tungkol sa pagkakaperahan o pagkakakwartahan na buhay. Samantalang ibigay sa atin ng Diyos, Lunes hanggang Sabado, atin yun. Yung linggo naman ay para sa Diyos. So kaya nawala na ng kumang ang salita ng Diyos sa kanyang buhay kasi natakluban na ng mga paghahangad tungkol sa material na bagay. Parang estudyante din ninyo, minsan, magtuturo kayo, meron kayong ihandang leksyon, magtuturo kayo, ganda lang yung ihanda. Kaya lang itong inyong estudyante na ito ay nalamon na rin, halimbawa ng sistema, halimbawa ng limit ng barkada, o kaya computer, o kaya ay gaming, ano pa, ano yun yung mga bata? So nag-lecture kayo, pero minsan maglalaan siya ng oras para sa modules, pero mamaya, ay, natutunan silang gumamit ng mag-aano sila, maglalaro. Ay ngayon, yung kanilang natanggap sa inyo ng mga aralin o naman, ay nasa sakripisyo kasi napapunta na doon sa ano yung isip nila, doon muna sa magpapasaya sa kanila. So kaya hindi na rin nahuhubog yung inyong binigay sa kanila. So nakita natin doon yung comparison ng ninyo at ng inyong mga handang aralin at ang Diyos, pamamagitan ni Jesus na nagbibigay sa atin ng kanyang aral at mensahe, nakadepende ang pamumukan nito sa mga taong tatanggap nito. Depende sa kanyang disposisyon sa pagtanggap. Sana, katulad tayong lahat ng ika-4 na klase ng lupa, yung matabang lupa, inihasig ka salita ng Diyos dahil nasa kanya lahat yung kalidad para mamunga yung salita ng Diyos. Itong salita ng Diyos ay nagbunga sa kanya. Naging siyang mabuting tao, naging mabuting Kristiyano, siya ay nagnaan ang sarili para sa paglilingkod sa Diyos. So nagbunga ng marami. Yung iba ay nagmadre, yung iba ay nagpunta sa buhay pagpapari, yung iba ay nagpunta sa buhay sa paglilingkod sa gobyerno, yung iba ay nagpunta sa paglilingkod sa paaralan. So namunga sa kanila yung salita ng Diyos. At sana ganito rin yung mga estudyante, lahat sana all yung estudyante na inyong tuturuan, may ganong klase ng kwalidad na lahat ng inyong inihandang mga aralin, tatanggapin nila sa kanilang puso't kalooban. At balang araw ito'y mamumunga. Na balang araw, makatapos na sila'y maturuan, sila naman yung magtuturo. Sila naman yung mga guro, sila naman yung magpapahayag ng kaalaman, katulad na sila'y napahayagan din ng kaalaman ng panahon nila. So yun po yung ating ngayon, yung ating pag-unawa dito sa Ebanghelyo. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, tamang-tama ang inyong kinuhang profesyon o paglilingkod dito sa ating pinasa. Maganda ang mensahe ng salita ng Diyos. Maganda rin yung inyong mga inihandang aralin. Pero nakadepende sa tatanggap nito, sa kanyang disposisyon, sa kanyang kalooban, sa kanyang Diyos. Pero ito maganda. Ang Diyos hindi namili ng kanyang pagpapahayagan ng salita. Kahit pa yan ay nasa tabi ng daan ng lupa, kahit pa ay nasa batuhan, kahit pa ay nasa dawagan, kahit pupunin po, talagang binigyan niya ng salita ng Diyos. Hindi siya namili. O dito lang tayo sa matabang lupa kasi magkakaigi dito sa salita ng Diyos. Hindi eh. Huwag ka dyan sa dawagan kasi pag may natawa, mamatay din. Huwag ka dyan sa batuhan kasi kundi ang lupa dyan, huwag na lang dyan. Pero hindi. Talagang sinabuyan pa rin ng salita ng Diyos. Parang kayo din. Hindi kayo namimili dito. Pag kayo mag-galit, pero ang nakakaaralan ko kasi mas mahusay ito, mas magaling ito, mas madaling matuto ito. Hindi kayo namimili dito. Lahat inyong tuturuan, kahit yan ay interesado, kahit yan ay hindi interesado, kahit yan ay may ginagawa sa buhay, kahit yan ay medyo ang kanyang atensyon ay nasa material ng mga bagay, tuloy pa rin yung inyong pagtuturo. So kaya nakita natin din yung pagkakalapit ng inyong gawain dito sa ating pinasa. Kaya tama-tama ito rin yung pagkakapili ng araw na ito. Ano itong araw na ito? Yes. Ano ito? January 27. At ang napatapat naman na talagang babasahin ko sa buong daigdig ay ito. So tama-tama yun yung pagkakapili bilang mga guro at mga sinasanay sa pagtuturo. Kaya sana maging generous din tayo, katulad ng ang Diyos, generous sa pagpapahayag ng salita ng Diyos, walang pinipili, at aasa siya na balang araw mamumunga sa atin ang salita ng Diyos. Tayo magiging mabuting tao, magiging mabuting Kristiyano, at magpapakahusay sa larangan na ating natin. So, ganun po kayo, maging generous din kayo sa pagpapahayag ng kaalaman sa lahat ng klase ng tatanggap nito ng mga estudyante. Hindi natin alam, balang araw yung iba doon, talaga sila ay mamumunga ng sagana. At sana dasal natin lahat ng inyong mga aralin na tinuro, pag inyong inihasik sa mga estudyante, balang araw babalik sa inyo naman napakarami ng bunga nito. Dahil marami ng mga magiging guro o maglilingkod na rin sa larangan ng edukasyon dahil sa pamamagitan. Kaya yun po yung dasal natin sa Panginoon. Kung paano ang Diyos ay generous sa atin, maging generous din tayo sa pagpapahayag at pag-share ng ating kalaman sa mga tao. Tumayo tayo ating kalasalin at panalangin ng bayan. Tinuturuan tayo ni Kristo sa pamamagitan ng talinhaga. Si Kristo ang mamahasik ng binhi ng salita ng Diyos. Tubukod tayo sa kanyang gawain ito sa pamamagitan ng ating pagtawag sa Ama. Sagot po tayo, banal na manghahasik, basbasan mo kami.
Banal na maghahasik, basbasan mo kami.
Ang simbahan sa daigdig naway maging tulad ng mayamang lupa na nagbibigay bunga ng tig-100 ani. Manalangin tayo sa Panginoon.
Banal na maghahasik, basbasan mo kami.
Ang mga pinuno ng mga bansa naway mamuno sa pamamaraang kaaya-aya sa Diyos at sa kanilang nasasakupan. Manalangin tayo sa Panginoon.
Banal na maghahasik, basbasan mo kami.
Ang mga hindi nasisiyasat ng mga ambisyon at pagkamakasarili, naway hindi makasagabal sa salita ng Diyos sa ating buhay. Manalangin tayo sa Panginoon. Ang mga may sakit, naway makaranas ng nakapagpapagaling na kapangyarihan ni Kristo. Manalangin tayo sa Panginoon. Ang mga pumanaw, naway magtamasa ng liwanag, kaligayahan at kapayapaan sa langit. Manalangin tayo sa Panginoon.
Banal na maghahasik, basbasan mo kami.
Makalangit na Ama, tulungan mo kami makilala ang binhi ng iyong salita at gawa. Sa aming buhay, huwag naman kami mamambala ng mga alalahanin ng daigdig nito. Bagkus paging maligsid kami sa paglilingkod upang makuha ang aming mabubuting gawain. Hinihiling namin ito sa pamamagitan ni Kristo ang aming Panginoon. Amen. Opo. Manalangin kayo mga kapatid upang ang paghahain natin ay kalugdan ng Diyos amang makapangyarihan.
Pagkakaroon ng Panginoon itong paghahain sa iyong mga kamay, sa kapurihan at karangalan sa ating kapakinabangan at sa buong sambayan ng iyong tanan.
Ama namin kumikha, tanggapin mo ang palugod at aming mga alay. Ngayon, ang kabanalan ng iyong dulot, kami sumasama sa iyong tumulong upang kaligtasan ang iyong ipagkaloob sa pamamagitan ni Kristo, kasama ng Espiritu Santo at pasawalang hanggan.
Amen.
Sumayin niyo ang Panginoon
At sumayin niyo rin.
Itaas sa Diyos ang inyong puso't diwa.
Itinaas na namin sa Panginoon.
Pasalamatan natin ang Panginoon ating Diyos.
Marapat na siya ay pasalamatan.
Ama naming makapangyarihan, tunay nga marapat na ikaw ay aming pasalamatan sa pamagitan ni Kristo namin, Panginoon. Lubhang nabagbag ang kanyang loob sa pagkakamali ng tao sa sinupot. Kaya minabutan niyang siya ipanganak na ang birhen bukod mong pinagpala sa babae ng lahat. Sa labi ng hindi kamatayan, kami inagaw ng namatay mong anak. Sa pagkabuhay niya, kami kanyang binuhay upang kaugnayan namin sa iyo ang magbukas, kaya kaisa ng mga anghel. Nagtisiawit ng papuri sa iyo walang upay sa kalangitan, kami nagbubunyi sa iyong kadakilaan. Banal ka po ang may kapal, banal ang iyong pangalan, banal ang iyong kaharian, langit lupa'y nagpupugay sa iyong kadakilaan. Dinadakilan ng lahat ang nabarito mong anak, na siyang nagulat sa bulag, sa pilay ay nagpalakad, at nagkaramay sa lahat. Ama naming banal, ikaw ang mukha ng tanang kabanalan. Kaya sa pamamagitan ng iyong Espiritu, gawin mong banal ang mga kaloob na ito, upang para sa amin maging katawan ng dugo ng aming Panginoong Kristo. Bago niya pinagpinsan kusang loob na maging handog, ginawa ka niya ang tinapay. Pinasalamatan ka niya, pinagati-hati niya iyon. Inabot sa kaniyang mga alagad at sinabi, tanggapin niyong lahat ito at kami. Ito ang aking katawan niya, handog para sa inyo. Hindi naman na matapos ang hapunan, nilawangan niya ang kalis, palitan niya ang pinasalamatan. Inabot niya ang kalis sa kanyang mga alagad at sinabing, tanggapin mong lahat ito at higil. Ito ang kalis ng aking dugo ng bagong walang hanggang tipan ang aking dugo. May bubuhos para sa inyo at para sa lahat sa ikapagpatawad ng mga kasalanan. Gawin ninyo ito sa pag-alala sa akin. Ipagbunyi natin ang misteryo ng ating pananampalataya. Si Kristo ay namatay, si Kristo ay nabuhay, si Kristo ay babalik sa wakas. Ama, ginagawa namin ngayon ang pag-alala sa pagpamatay at muling pagkabuhay ng iyong anak. Kaya inialay namin sa iyo ang tinapay na nagbibigay buhay at ang kalis na nagkakaloob ng kaligtasan. Kami nagpapasalamat dahil kami yung minarapat at tumayo sa harap mo para maglingkod sa iyo. Isinasama namin na kami magkasalo sa katawan ng ni Kristo ay makuklod sa pagkakaisa sa pamamagitan ng Espiritu Santo. Ama, binabin mo ngayong simbahang laganap sa buong daigdig. Puspusin mo kami sa pag-ibig kay San Francisco namin at Papa Victor namin Obispo ng Tanang Kaparian. Alalahanin mo rin ang mga kapatid namin na hinlain. May pag-asang sila muling mabubuhay kay din ang lahat ng mga pumanaw. Pawaan mo sila at patuloyin sa iyong paliwanagan. Pawaan mo at pagindaparin kami lahat na makasalo sa iyong buhay na walang bukas. Kaisa na mahal na Birhen Maria na ina ng Diyos at ni San Jose na kanyang esposo, kaisa ng mga apostol at ang lahat ng mga banal na namuhay dito sa daigdig ng kalugod sa iyo. May pagdirong naman namin ang pagpupuri sa karawangan mo sa pamamagitan ng iyong anak na aming Panginoong Jesucristo. Sa pamamagitan ni Kristo kasama niya at sa Kanya, ang lahat ng parangal at papuri sa Diyos amang makapangyarihan kasama ng Espiritu Santo magpasawalang hanggan. Amen. Bilang magkakapatid at bilang isang Panginoon ng Diyos, sabihin natin na Amen.
Nasa langit ka, sambahin ang ngalan mo. Kapasa amin ang kaharian mo. Sundin ang loob mo. Dito sa lupa, para lang sa langit. Inadya mo kami sa lahat ng masama.
Hiniling namin kami adya sa lahat ng masama, pagkalooban ng kapayapaan araw-araw, iligtas sa kasalanan at ilayo sa lahat ng kapahamakan. Samantala namin kinananatikan ang dakilang araw ng pagpapahayag ng tagapagligtas namin sa Yesu Kristo. Sapagkat sa iyong kaharian, kapamilya at kamulian, magpakailanman. Panginoong Yesu Kristo, sinabi mo sa iyong mga apostol, kapayapaan ang iniiwan ko sa inyo. Ang ating kapayapaan ang binibigay ko sa inyo, tumayan mo ang aming pananampalataya at huwag ang aming mga pagkakasala. Pagkalooban mo kami ng kapayapaan at pagkakaisa ayon sa iyong kalooban, kasama ng Espiritu Santo magpasawalang hanggan. Ang kapayapaan ng Panginoon ay palaging sa inyo. Bigayan tayo ng kapayapaan sa bawat isa. Poder ng Diyos, nag-aalis sa mga kasalanan, maawa ka sa amin.
Poder ng Diyos, nag-aalis sa mga kasalanan. Poder ng Diyos, nag-aalis sa mga kasalanan.
Ipagkaloob mo sa amin ang kapayapaan. Narito ang ating Panginoong Hesus. Ang poder ng Diyos na nag-aalis ng kasalanan ng sanlibutan, mapalad ang nangyayman sa kanyang piling.
Panginoon, hindi ka karapatan na magpatuloy sa iyo. Ngunit sa isang salita mo lamang ay gagaling na ako.
Manalangin tayo. Ama naming mapagmahal, pagkaloob mo sa aming pakikinabang, sa iyong magandang loob na bumubuhay na ginawa kami namin magkarangal, ang iyong pagkapalang sa aming binibigay, sa pamamagitan ni Kristo kasama ng Espiritu Santo magpasawalang hanggan. Ang ating pong parokya ng mahal na puso na Isus sa inyong kaisa sa pagdiriwang ninyo ng inyong University Day. Pagpalain po kayong lahat ng ating Panginoon at kaawaan tayong lahat ng mahal na puso ni Jesus. Subayin niyo ang Panginoon. Pagpalain kayong lahat ng mga pamilya ng Diyos. Ama, at Anak, at Espiritu Santo. Tapos na po ang misa, umayo na kayo ng pala. Salamat.
Tuloy sa pag-iwan sa iba bilang simbahan at manalangin sa pamamagitan ng banal na Espiritu kasama ni Maria, aming tuwan.
Thank you.